No, sorry, I'm just gonna jump in. He's annoying me though. Yeah, like Phil Jones. He's annoying me. The reason why he's annoying me, good striker. I give that to him. Does get goals, as we say. We can't take away the goals he scores, but he don't do nothing in the game, bruv.
Yo, what's happening, people? We're back again, the Onside Offside podcast, and this is episode 9. There were so many games going on this weekend, so many interesting matches, results, and VAR decisions. So we're going to kick off with a review of what happened in game week 8.
Luton Tottenham. That was the kickoff for the weekend.
Let's go, Luton Tottenham.
So.
I think that was a close call. Spurs, we touched on last week that Spurs have been very consistent this season, and again they kept up the consistency. So big up Spurs. And it was harder this week. They had a scare because they had a man sent off quite early. I think it was just before half time.
Got a second yellow for simulation.
There you go.
It was quite ridiculous, wasn't it?
And it shows the progression of Spurs, because after that I thought maybe Luton might nick a draw, but they kept a clean sheet. And
they done well.
Luton done what Luton have been doing all season, missed chance after chance. Like, what's his name? Adebayo missed the sitter. Like, he went with his right foot instead of his left, which would have been the more natural. As much as he might be right-footed, like, you'd slide in with your left, just contact.
I've seen many players do that though.
Even a diving header might have got that one in there still.
Was his miss worse than Richarlison's miss in the first?
I would say so.
You think so?
Yeah, because he went with the wrong foot totally. That's my view.
So Tottenham get away with a three points.
Well, they got away with it, but I don't even think they got away with it. Maddison, you see the assist that he got for and we had Maddison and also the goal scorer in our team of the season so far, Van der Ven. Well done to him, like a clean sheet and the goal. And him and the other centre back were bombing up the whole game. Well, not what they were attacking, like they were very forward for the whole game from the highlights that I saw. So Tottenham are definitely.
So my question, since we're on Tottenham, my question is, could Tottenham be back in the Champions League if the form continues?
Yeah, I think they've definitely got a chance to get in the Champions League. Yeah, There's a lot of people getting carried away saying that they might challenge for the title. I think that's a bit too far for them.
Well, anyone sitting on the top, you're going to say, yeah, man, you're going to look for the title. Just being on the top, that just comes as part of it.
Does Ange know what he's doing?
It looks like it.
It looks like it.
It looks like it. Yeah. I don't believe they're just getting lucky. I think there's a method to what's going on.
Of course, yeah.
And they seem to have just like gelled very quickly.
And you got to understand, he's brought in 1 or 2 signings. That Maddison was probably the marquee signing.
Maybe about 4 or 5. Even the goalkeeper's doing.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm saying it's the core squad still from that he inherited.
Yeah.
You know
so
what I mean?
you're basically saying, how has he managed to get them working? And the other managers
with a few new faces, it's the core squad.
Mentality and direction and Kane, it's just a different,
but
totally
the goals
different.
are coming from everywhere. Everyone's scoring to kind of make up for his loss.
Yeah. I think I saw a stat saying I think the first 5 minutes Tottenham had 97% of the possession. 97%.
Only 5 minutes.
Yeah, but still, bro, 5 minutes to have 97%. In that time, they passed the ball over 100 times.
Against Luton?
That's still a ridiculous stat. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
Not having it. And then what? And how many for the rest of the game?
No, bruv, it's a record though. It's a Premier League record.
Could I ask something? Since we're on this fixture, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Why is Barkley not playing at Luton? Why is he not a starter? Like,
no, there must be a reason. Maybe he's not training properly. Maybe he's just not up to fitness.
Possibly.
It can't just be about his ability. I'm sure his ability might be better than some of the players that we see. But if he's not pulling his weight or fit, then he's not getting a start.
He's not going to get a start, yeah. So the manager must see a reason why he's not getting
just because his name's Barkley don't mean stuff.
No, but I was just thinking, I wasn't sure whether he was unfit or not, so I was just thinking, is the manager just not starting him? Because he would be like probably the first name that you would think would be on the team sheet.
Yeah. I get what you mean still, but yeah, sometimes you got to work hard even if you're a big name.
That's true.
And you got to prove to the manager that you deserve to be starting.
Barkley, he's a former Chelsea player, so let's move on to Burnley Chelsea.
Let's go.
That was a decent game. Like, Raheem came back to life. But he does that against the newly promoted teams. Just thought I'd add that in there.
You know what? To be fair, Sterling's been alright this season. He's had a decent start to the season. He's got a couple of assists, won a few penalties.
Yeah.
But
and scored in that same game there, yeah.
But you lot say that, but they haven't been getting the results. This week was the first time they've won in a minute.
Well, the first time consecutively because they won the game before that still.
Okay, but even though he's been playing okay individually, it's football's a team effort.
Yeah, but at the same time, just giving him his flowers for actually playing.
Big Sterling. I think he's a great player. I'm not taking that away from him. I just think they need the results as well, but they won, so we're going to stay on that.
Who scored? Jackson got a goal.
Finally. Michael Jackson or Nicholas Jackson?
Nico got a goal.
Yeah, and Palmer scored his first goal for Chelsea. Well done to Palmer.
He got Cole Palmer.
And Sterling got one, and there was a deflected goal as well. So Chelsea. I wouldn't get carried away, Chelsea fans. It's not that bad.
They actually went 1-0 down.
They did.
Down and come back. So.
They did. So, and I feel like with Chelsea, they might click, but I think it's still going to take a long time. I can't see it happening this season.
But with the win behind them now, it could give them a bit of confidence. Consecutive wins. Could give them a bit of confidence, and this could be a turnaround for them.
It could be. Another game that I thought was quite interesting: Wolves vs Aston Villa.
What's that? Midlands Derby. And they're always quite fiery. Yeah. Wolves seem to do quite well against Aston Villa. I think in their last 5 meetings, Wolves have won 3 of them. Okay. And drawn the other one. So that's it. I was trying to recall the game in my head. Neto. That's what Neto does. He ran down the line.
Stripped down the left back.
Took down the left back and just whang. You know what I mean? Hit it across for Whang to finish. But big shout out to the left back. Because the left back scored the goal minutes later.
What left back?
The same one that
the one for
Neto ran past. Yeah. He managed to get on there.
Digne, is that his name? Digne? Is it his name?
No, I don't think it was him, but whoever it was, we'll get his name. He actually managed to amend for his mistake. Well, amend for Neto going past him and got the equaliser.
It seems to be a theme. Like week in, week out, Neto seems to be just showing out.
Just want to throw out there, last episode I did put him in the team of the season so far for me. You know what I mean?
And Watkins, he got an assist in that game. So if he's not scoring, he's still assisting. So well done, because he got that England call up, just backing it up, keep going. And then he hit the post for the last action of the game, which would have been the winner for Villa. But so well done for Watkins.
Yeah, man. I think Villa are on course to get another European finish this year. I can't see them slowing down, man. They look decent.
I just want to, moving on from that game, I want to touch on West Ham, Newcastle.
I'm glad you said that because someone made a comment to me that we don't talk about Newcastle until right at the end. So
we could talk about Newcastle right now.
Shout out Gary. Yeah.
Big up Gary. Big up Gary.
Let's talk about Newcastle. I mean, they should have won that game, really. How did it end? What was the score in there?
2-2.
Isak had a chance to make it 3-1.
Well, to get a hat-trick, we should say.
Yeah,
the chance to grab a hat-trick.
He's on fire, man.
He's on fire.
Do you reckon he'll achieve 20 goals this season?
Well,
is he a 20 goal? Is he a 20 goal striker?
He is, yeah. Well, Newcastle, they've scored 20 goals as a team amongst 10 players this season. So they're sharing the load. Yeah. So he could be a 20 goal striker, but they're actually sharing that load, bro. So that's quite nice.
The good thing about Newcastle, if he doesn't score, you've got Wilson that can also score. So
that's 8 other players.
Like Maestro was saying, they're all chipping in.
Yeah, 100%.
I think their biggest threat though is Trippier. The amount of
top of the assists as well in the Premier League.
Is right.
No,
second
to Neto.
For assists.
To Neto, come on.
Okay. Oh yeah, Neto's top. Where's Salah? He must be third.
We'll have to check that one out.
Salah must be up there. We'll check that one out. I'll let you know.
But 2-2, West Ham. I like
Who
this.
are the West Ham scorers? Your guy, the one from Ajax.
Kudos.
Yeah, he's got the equaliser.
And he's come in and scored quite a few. Do you know what I mean? So he's definitely making a difference at West Ham. He's definitely gave him a new avenue
You
for
put him in
goals.
the team as well, didn't you, somehow?
Yeah, kudos.
You squeezed them in, like.
That's what I'm saying. I know,
you know what? Yeah, because we had to change it. We were umming and ahhing.
Yeah.
And then in the end, we said, "No, you know what? Yeah, kudos for real."
No, he's good.
That team did look solid still.
It did, but there are still other players where you thinking, right, honourable mentions.
Yeah, Alvarez,
Son.
Yeah, these guys should have got a shout still.
Any other fixtures that caught
Yeah,
you
there were
out?
plenty more that caught the eye.
Yeah,
There's some big ones still. Brighton, Liverpool.
Ooh.
Brighton, Liverpool. 2-2.
Yeah.
I thought that was an exciting game. You know.
It was.
It was.
I think these two teams are like quite evenly matched.
Liverpool, they kind of copied Villa from the week before.
Yeah.
By trying to press up high.
Yeah.
And,
Didn't work though.
well,
to an extent.
But then they also made that same mistake at the back themselves, which led to Brighton's first goal.
Yeah.
So Liverpool, you know, what was it? A short ball via Van Dijk.
Yeah.
And then a mistake by Alisson, because I thought he would have got down and saved that.
I don't know how I missed it, but I heard that Van Dijk.
Gave it to McAllister.
Nah, he had a handball that should have gone to VAR and something should have happened. Did you not see that?
I didn't see that, but I did hear about it.
You heard about it as well?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check that one out. But VAR always getting stuck into these games, man.
Or not stuck in.
I'm tired of them.
Then, Brighton, just by running this fixture, Brighton have got a new midfielder, Belieber. He's a young guy they got from Lille. He's only like 19.
Yeah, I saw him.
But I didn't actually watch the game. I see some of the highlights, but he looked. I feel like he's Casido's replacement, but he looked comfortable in the ball.
Was proper.
Yeah, he was good, man. He was bossing midfield. So shout out.
There was a shout that he could be as good as Casido, if not.
Yeah, and he's still young as well. So the money what they paid for him anyway, long term, I'm sure that he'll be good value for money.
I think João Pedro had an opportunity to score.
He did to win it. Yeah.
And it was a gilt-edged chance as well. He should have scored.
Yeah, it was hard.
There was a lot of misses this weekend. A lot of that where players should have really scored.
Yeah.
And they fluffed their lines a little bit. But
well, yeah, because your guy, the Dutch one that signed for Liverpool, he hit the post.
Gravenberch.
Yeah, and he should have finished that. He definitely should have finished that.
He
He was upset. He
know.
kicked the boards.
But even him, he's had not a bad start because
that's a good start.
He hasn't really. I know he hasn't had much game times at the clubs he's been at, but the big clubs. But he's only 21. He's only 21. Got off to a first goal, and he's getting a bit of game time slowly at Liverpool. So I reckon he'll be a good player, man. Definitely good value for
Someone
money.
that played really well for Liverpool in that game was Elliott.
Harvey
Elliott. Even the little feint that he done, he won't get the assist for it. But the feint that he done for Salah to get the first goal,
pre-assist.
Effective.
It was wicked.
Yeah.
And another game, Man United, Brentford.
No, that was Scott McTominay v Brentford.
I mean, Man United played for 5 minutes.
No, Man United played for 93. Scott McTominay played for about 10. Yeah.
But
he scored 2 and 1 disallowed. It was 1 against 11, bro.
1 disallowed.
1 disallowed, bro.
So he would have got a hat-trick.
I saw that. Yeah.
So,
Before the
shout
first
out
one.
Scott McTominay, even though I don't really want it because Brentford lost. But he's showing real determination and character because Man United tried to offload him. They're not giving him, Ten Hag's not giving him minutes. And the youth's been there for he's about 5 or 6.
Do you think that deserves a start next week?
In the next game?
As a manager, would you put him in after that performance?
I would
to give him an opportunity.
I would have put him in games ago.
Okay.
Providing he was fit. But based on that again, yeah, man. Scott should be playing.
Yeah.
Because Scott and Fred for me were guys that they're not the most tidiest footballer. You know, you're not to what Man United are used to having in the middle. But they cover every blade of grass and they play with their heart, man.
Yeah, I think you see with players like that how much it means to them.
Through celebration as well.
Yeah, for Man United to win, it means so much more.
Are Brentford in trouble?
Yeah, right now. They're on the downward spiral.
We kind of called it last week, didn't we? We said,
we
we said if they don't back up their ideas, they could be looking at like a hard season.
Something needs to happen.
They fought well for
lacking goals. They're lacking goals
for about 90 minutes. Like the clearances, the blocks from like Pinnock and
Did he make 11 clearances in the first half?
First half. Imagine 11 clearances in the first half.
Yeah.
He was carrying on like, who was it? The Wolves defender, Dawson, when they played against Liverpool. Yeah, like
no nonsense.
Similar kind of like vibes, but you got to concentrate for the full game, and this is where like the winners and losers are, as we saw in the Man City Arsenal game.
Yeah,
you got to concentrate right until the end. And Arsenal got that 1-0 win with a Martinelli deflected goal, and I thought it was just a solid performance from Arsenal.
I think like we was having this conversation off air. I feel like that game later on down the season, I think that we'll see, because they're both title challengers. So I feel like now it might not mean much because it's early in the season, but I feel like Man City, man, they've lost a couple in the last couple of weeks. So are they going for a dip of form? Is it not going to be their season? What's your input, guys?
I think it's not the first season where around this time they get questioned.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm not jumping for joy is because I just know, like, come December, January, they just do their thing. But as you said, Arsenal beat them yesterday, and if Man City do go on a winning run, well, when they run into Arsenal next, it will be at the back of their minds, this team beat us. Even though they might have their player, like 1 or 2 players back, Man City come then.
You know what? On that, I'm kind of tired of the talk where everyone's saying De Bruyne wasn't there, Rodri wasn't there.
But the fact,
and that's why Arsenal basically got a win.
No. People said that was Arsenal's best chance, and I agree that was Arsenal's best chance to beat them without those players. You have to agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so they done it then.
What I'm saying is it's a squad game, innit?
It is.
You get me? So I'm not gonna say, you know what, take anything away from Arsenal for getting the 3 points, because
man's not taking it away from them.
Not you. I'm just saying people. Like, people are talking, like, saying, "Oh, look, listen, like Rodri wasn't there, De Bruyne wasn't there. If they weren't there, Arsenal wouldn't have got that.
Saka wasn't there, Martinelli weren't there for 45.
Can I just say something? I'm not an Arsenal fan, guys. Yeah, you used to support Arsenal, but I will say this, like I've said in future weeks here, being unbiased, them people that saying, De Bruyne, it's irrelevant. What all that matters is at 90 minutes, at the end of the 90 minutes, whatever the score is, that's all that counts. When they're saying to Arsenal fans, this person went there, bro, the Arsenal fans don't buy the Man City squad. They don't care who's there or whatnot. It's Pep that put the team out, or whoever puts the team out. Do you know what I mean? 3 points is 3 points. Big up Arsenal. It was a good result. And my thing is, if they lost against Wolves, now they lost against Arsenal, teams might be.
The next game is
Brighton. That's a dangerous one. Is it at Brighton?
I think it's Brighton and then Chelsea.
Arsenal got Chelsea next.
And then Man City have them after. So it's
I think Man City's next 6 or 7 games, they got to face Chelsea, Brighton, Aston Villa, Tottenham.
They need some results, man.
I think they've got some tough games in there next.
Because the Premier League is just a tough league, full stop. Sometimes I feel as much as I was joking, like Tottenham beat Luton, bro, the fact that Luton are in the Prem, they're not there on merit, they're there through hard work. So
yeah, that's true.
It just has to be, you have to beat what's in front of you.
You do.
So when Arsenal beat a team 1-0 and not 5, you can't disrespect that. Yeah, sometimes even I think, why have we not slaughtered that team? But give credit.
You have to respect all your opponents, yeah.
Fulham v Sheffield United. Now, Sheffield United have now lost 7 games out of 8. And Fulham are a bit up and down. Like, they took advantage being at home, and Willian was a terror in that game. Not the Willian that we saw at Arsenal, and I was happy when he joined Arsenal, but it was the old school Willian from Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like, he was just running rings
I think
around.
Willian is 35 now.
Bro, he looks it, but he just plays like a young buck, man.
Yeah, he's still got enough left in the tank.
Shout out Deckard over Reed, got the 3rd goal, Jamaican international there.
One of their goals, I think it was his goal. It was a proper team goal.
Come on.
Like Fulham. Sometimes Fulham can turn on the style,
They can.
But then they have other moments where you're just like, what's going on?
But they're playing Sheffield United, man. Sheffield United.
That's a good point.
They won, and like I said, as long as you win, it's irrelevant what anyone says. How you win, whether you play crap and you get the 3 points, you won. So big up.
What is it that Sheffield United are not? They're not winning, they're not drawing. What do they need to do?
Bro,
like shut up shop, like.
Nah, but I just think it's the squad, because
not good enough.
You can use tactics. You could be defensive. You can get a goal and then defend. But I think if your players ain't good enough and you're playing against the level of quality in the Premier League, it doesn't matter what the tactics
to lose
going to be.
7 from 8. How do you keep your job? Like, I'm just saying, the manager must be sweating. Like, he's not drawing games. He's not looking like he's got a chance of getting a point out of any of these games. So, or maybe 1 or 2 of them there's a chance, but 2 more losses, he's got to go.
I don't, maybe possibly.
Well, not got to go. What's the question?
I think when he came out and said it's caught us by surprise, it's shocked us.
What?
That's worrying.
It shocked me that
it shocked him that the level of the Premier League.
Oh, I thought he said it shocked me that his team's losing.
No, the level of the Premier League has shocked his players.
Okay.
And to me, that means that you haven't prepared them. You haven't prepared yourself.
Even if they have prepared, they can still be shocked.
Yeah.
Who knows if they've done the right altitude training? Did they go off to Mexico?
Shall I tell you when they're going to be shocked? If they play now.
Listen, that was going to have a
problem.
He is. Imagine when Saka gets a run at man.
At the moment, I'll be more worried about Neto still.
You're right. Which other game we got to talk about?
I think the last game of the weekend's fixtures was Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest.
Oh, there's a reason why that was the last game. Score draw.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Hey, Roy was happy with that. Hodgson.
Well, Roy, this is where he comes. This is his bread and butter.
No, I think there was a reason. What did he say? Were they out of attacking options?
I watched the game. He had bare man out. Eze was out.
That's what he was saying.
Elise was out. They had about 7 or 8 key players out.
Yeah.
So I think he gave a youngster there. There was a young kid that come on. He looked kind of lively, but he was still young. But listen, they got a point with a lot of players out. They'll probably take that for now. If they can get a few players back, then you know what I mean. Start getting some victories.
Yeah.
Forest, and just like Palace, Forest are taking each point as many points as they can. You know, they'll be around the position they are come the end of the season. So
they got some injuries as well, man.
Yeah, they have.
What's that striker again?
The one that was scoring
Awani. He's out for a month or 2.
Okay, well, time for Callum Hudson-Odoi to step up, isn't it?
Or Origi, they've got Origi on the bench, striker.
I saw a picture of him the other day. I was like, oh, he's eating healthy in Nottingham.
Who, Origi?
Yeah, we'll see if we can find it.
Okay, let's have a look for that one there. There was another game though, Everton Bournemouth. Did we talk about that?
3-1 Everton.
3-0, wasn't it?
3-0, finally a home win.
Yeah, 3-0 to Everton. I don't know, man.
Well, let's talk about the goals. It was a lovely side foot finish from little volley from, he must have been the right back. No, Harrison. Harrison. Yeah, wicked. Nice little volley there. And I think he got an assist.
Did he?
Well, he headed the ball, the keeper saved it, and my man slammed in the rebound.
Okay.
Some fake assist. But yeah, man, well done to Harrison, man.
Yeah, big up Harrison.
You know, he's played a couple of games for Everton now that he's got fit, and I think they've actually missed him.
Yeah,
because he's quite direct, and you know he's either going to run down the line or shoot. Not as tight as Neto, nowhere near, but almost as effective as what we've seen.
I think Everton will be alright, man.
I think they will. There's at least 5 teams worse than them.
Everton will be alright. I don't think they're going to struggle this season. I don't think they're going to be, not saying they're going to finish in the top 10, but I don't think they're going to have a problem staying up. Like Neil's a problem. He's
Sheffield
good.
United, Burnley, and Luton will be the reason Everton don't go down.
And Bournemouth.
And Bournemouth, Bournemouth are struggling.
They are.
They really are. So.
Maestro here presenting Stats Corner for us this week. And you know I'm someone that loves goals. So I thought I'd talk about nothing other than goals. So far, who's the top goal scorer so far in the Premier League?
Ooh, it's not Haaland.
Well, yeah, it is, obviously.
Is it Haaland?
Yeah, Haaland, he's got 8 goals. So this time last season, he actually had more than 8. He had 11 this time last year after 8 games, including 2 hat-tricks.
He's not that far off.
Well, he's 3 off, but as you can see, the conversion rate is just not up there at the minute.
Yeah.
He's converting 25% of his chances compared to 29 last season. So yeah, that's something for the defences to be happy about.
So does that mean by the end of the season he probably won't score as many goals as he scored last season?
I don't think he will.
Well, on current form, no.
Okay. I don't think he will score as many as last season.
The mad thing though, his 8 goals are still more than 5 teams in the Premier League. Just guess who those 5 teams are.
Luton, Sheffield United,
2,
Bournemouth,
3.
Go on, keep going.
Wait, Luton, Sheffield United,
Crystal Palace and Burnley.
He was going, man.
And he's also scored the same amount as Nottingham Forest and Fulham, 8 goals. So those 7 teams have scored 8 goals or less.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, so shout out Haaland, and I think those other strikers for those teams need to get their act together.
You know what? Sorry, I'm just gonna jump in. He's annoying me though. Yeah, like Phil Jones. He's annoying me. The reason why he's annoying me, good striker. I give that to him. Does get goals, as we say. We can't take away the goals he scores, but he don't do nothing in the game, bro. My man will literally play 90 minutes, not touch the ball, just be in one spot, get that goal, and just have it.
I disagree. I don't think he doesn't stay in one spot, but he's a striker.
Yeah.
And sometimes we say, oh, why is the striker not in the box? Why is the striker not here? Why is the striker not there? Gary Lineker's a striker. Tell me what else he done besides not get booked? Score goals.
No.
Haaland was bought, let me finish. Haaland was bought to score goals.
Yeah,
That's it. His goals. He was bought to score goals and win titles. He done exactly that.
I understand that. And that's why I'm saying I'm not knocking him for that. Yeah, because he is a good striker. If that's what he's there to do. My point is, entertainment-wise, he's not entertaining.
Bro, he scored 56 goals last year.
Yeah, but
that's entertaining.
No,
I think he might have scored more.
No, but
that's entertaining.
Hear me out. Like you just said, he's there to score goals. That's what he did last season. For me to watch him play, is he exciting? Nah, that's my point. I'm not denying what you're saying. He gets goals, and that's what he's there to do. So, understandably, that's what he's doing. Big up Haaland for that. If I'm watching Sky Sports and watching him play, is there other strikers I prefer watching, even if they don't score, that they just get involved in the game?
Watch Isak than him.
Yeah.
But what I would say is, based on his style, yeah, he's there to get goals. That's what Man City have bought him for.
Literally.
I actually think Man City have got a little bit worse since having him in their squad, because they've had to change the way they play. And I think football nowadays, if you're relying on one person to score most of your goals, you could be in trouble. If if an injury happens, or if that person that provides them with assists or puts them through on goal isn't there, all of a sudden they look like an average player. So teams that know how to spread out the goals around the team, they seem to be thriving nowadays.
Well, on that note, Brighton, they lead the way, the Premier League, with 21 goals scored, and they've shared those goals among 9 players. So as you're saying, followed that up with Newcastle, who scored 20, shared amongst 10 players.
Yeah.
So yeah, the teams that are scoring the most at the minute have been sharing that load.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see. It might continue for the rest of the season. Which team do you think has hit the woodwork the most?
Oh, hold on, wait. Chelsea.
Nah, not quite Chelsea.
Liverpool.
6 times.
Liverpool. You know why? You know why I said, and the reason why I was just answering the I didn't know that was a fact here. I only said that because I've seen Darwin Núñez hit the woodwork
3 times.
Yeah, he's had this on his own.
Times, yeah.
It's true.
On his own.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Interesting.
Now the team sitting on top of the league at the minute is Tottenham. Yeah, and they're actually on top with 27 yellow cards as well. So I'm shouting that they
got 27 yellow cards.
They bullied their way to the top. You know what I mean? But there's an argument to that, because Arsenal are sitting on 20 points as well. They've got the least amount of yellow cards, 12.
They finessed their way to the top.
You know what I mean? So one's bullying their way and one's just being a bit more tidy. So we'll see come the end of the season which of them 2 North London clubs are.
Or what tactic works.
Yeah, which tactic works best.
It works, yeah. That's an interesting stat though.
Well, and the appropriately named Reds, Liverpool, they've got the most red cards so far.
Well, if we take away the ones that VAR gave them.
they're still, yeah, because they're on 4 and it would have been 2, so yeah.
Quickly, are they going to replay that game with Spurs?
Nah.
They're not.
I think that would go against everything ethical about football. You'd have people saying from a couple of years ago, what about Ireland?
Yeah.
And nearly wrapping up the stats corner, this is the Onside Offside podcast. So which team have been caught offside the most times this Premier League?
Okay, wait. Let me think about this.
There's only 8 games gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
25 offside shouts against that team.
I'm gonna go and say Wolves.
No, not quite Wolves.
Man City.
No, it's the team Chelsea. And Jackson, he's been offside 3 times. But he scored 4 goals, so it's better than Richarlison's team. Richarlison has got more offsides than goals, which is not that hard to do that really. But yeah, that's stats corner for this week.
Yes, guys. So we had the Champions League this week, game week 2, and we also had the Europa League games as well. So let's just jump straight into it and let's just see how the English team's done in the Champions League.
Can we start with Arsenal, please, this week?
Let's go, man. If we have to.
So, guys, you guys are Arsenal fans. What was the score? Arsenal versus Lens.
Oh, 2-1 Lens. Home team 1, man.
So
2-1.
What happened, guys? What happened?
Hey, shout out Lens. Well done to them. Their home crowd and Lens is just, they just didn't give Arsenal any breathing space. They put their all in having not played in the Champions League for 20 years at home. And well done. They gave the crowd
organised, right?
Yeah, more than organised, man. They gave the crowd exactly what they wanted. And maybe Arsenal and myself, every team in the there's the word there. Maybe they slightly underestimated them. I feel like Arsenal. Yeah, I feel like Arteta played the strongest team.
Yeah.
And I've got no problem
to win.
I've got no problem with him playing the strongest team. I think he played that to try and get the result as early as possible. And I would have done the same.
I think their striker why he.
I think this was bad.
It's the first time I've seen him play, and if I'm going to be totally honest with you, I think there's going to be a lot of Premier League teams looking at him. He was everything you want to see in a modern day striker.
So my question to you guys as Arsenal fans, because Maestro touched on a point where he said that you played your strongest team. If you played your
maybe because Ben White was at home, but yeah,
but a strong team.
Yeah.
So if you played a strong team as Arsenal fans, what went wrong?
Well, the other team, the strongest team doesn't always win. So the other team won.
Big up Lens. Yeah, of course.
I just think the other team played better, and they just ruffled up Arsenal.
Exactly,
and the home crowd, you see, the home crowd. That's the 12th man there. Yeah, that was literally the 12th man.
So it's a tough place to go to, and
as we found out.
I think when we were doing the predictions, I actually did say I don't think it's going to be an easy game for Arsenal.
You did.
I think I predicted a draw.
You did.
I predicted Arsenal 4-0.
I remember that.
So another game that I actually predicted. I predicted Newcastle would win 5-1.
Well, it was 4-4.
I know, but I was very close.
Well, I said 3-1. Is that close?
You said 3-1.
I said 3-1 or 4-1, but I went 3-1. So
it was close as well.
Yeah, because Newcastle have been scoring. They've been sharing that load, and literally it was Shea that scored the last goal.
And that was a good goal. Who's your guy that said about Newcastle? Let's pick him up again.
Yeah, Gary. Shout out Gary. We're giving Newcastle their flowers.
Almiron,
black and white flowers.
Burn, Longstaff, Newcastle boys.
They have a problem, man. I think teams in Europe are gonna struggle. They won't know how to deal with Newcastle.
The Toon Army, like the fans, like as we were saying, that
stadium.
It's a lively place to go to.
12th man.
Or the Champions League night. It's just crazy, bro. That'd be a nice. If we could get a ticket for St James's Park one day,
we'd have to go.
But look into that.
And I think that, like you said, it's unexpected. No one knows what to expect going to Newcastle because it's not like they've been playing there for years and you kind of know what you're getting. Yeah, so it's a place that of the unknown at the moment.
December 2021, Eddie Howe and Newcastle were bottom of the Premier League.
Yeah, I remember.
Bottom of the Premier. And do you remember last episode last week? I said Newcastle, they're playing the champions, like 3 or 4 champions back to back to back.
One of them was Burnley,
Man City, PSG. They beat all of them.
Well done, Newcastle.
Big up Newcastle.
Yeah, Gary Yappy. Yeah, this is Newcastle's time here. Yeah, well done, Newcastle.
Another game.
Hey, this game here, I got the scoreline right. I said Man United 2, Galatasaray 3. And shout out Slammer. Because Danny pushed him into saying, "What do you think Zaha's going to get a goal?"
And he said,
"Yeah." And Zaha, he got that goal.
He got a goal.
He did, and you know what? Galatasaray deserved their win. Do you know what?
They missed the penalty as well.
I know we're talking about the Champions League, but that result there, and then Man United winning at the weekend against Brentford, I think that's just papering over the cracks.
Oh yeah, everyone said
I think they're still in trouble.
Yeah.
Definitely, because it wasn't easy.
Because they won. They didn't beat Brentford. They won the match.
Exactly. If you look at the game before against Galatasaray, they were a shambles. Absolute shambles, man. I just don't.
What is making them a shambles? Because we'll touch on this quickly. The manager selects the team. Yeah. The manager has chosen this goalkeeper, and the manager has chosen not to play Harry Maguire. Now we might give Maguire a stick, but I feel like as much as we give Maguire a stick, I say when he plays for England, he doesn't make mistakes when he plays for England. But in Man United are making so many mistakes without him, and conceding so many goals without him.
I
feel it's a disrespect for the manager to not start him or play him against Galatasaray, and they end up losing and letting in 3 goals. Now he comes back and plays against Brentford. I'm not saying Maguire was the reason why Brentford only scored 1, but there's a bit more solidity, and that left back, or the guy that they bought Man United and who's filling at left back.
Dalot.
No, the centre midfielder.
Oh, Amra.
Yeah, he gets to play in this position on the weekend instead of being exposed at left back, which was the problem why Galatasaray managed to get 2 goals.
Yeah.
So I feel like what I'm saying is the manager needs to take some of the blame.
A lot of the blame. I think
if
you look at Man United's squad, they've got more than enough to be doing better than what they're doing now. For example, if Ange Postecoglou was there, I think he could make a difference at United. And this is what I'm trying to say. I think Ten Hag,
maybe he's lost the dressing room a bit. With everything that's gone on in the past with like Sancho and that, maybe the players ain't kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe something's going on that we don't know behind the scenes.
Yeah,
you know
I think there's definitely a mould within their squad.
And last one not least was RB Leipzig against Man City.
What was that?
Well, RB, they took the lead. They took the lead, but Alvarez and City, they got the 3-1 victory in the end.
Yeah, I mean, everyone
City?
could have predicted that win. I think Foden got 1.
Oh, nice finish from Foden.
Yeah, Foden got 1. Do you say Alvarez?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It was my man, the winger, number 11. Doku.
Yeah.
Because he done a little dance at the end.
Yeah. Good goal as well.
Yeah, well done to them. And I feel like they needed that victory because they'd lost 2 domestic games on the bounce before that. And if they'd have gone into the Arsenal game 3 on this, well,
they might have lost.
Or they might have been a bit more ruffled and thought, no, we're definitely not losing 4 on the spin to Arsenal. So I'm glad they got that win. And as Pep was saying, he's trying to get the Champions League wins out of the way so he can concentrate on the league. And let him concentrate.
He needs to concentrate on the league.
He does.
That's the English teams. But there was another game that stood out to me.
With an English player?
Yeah, Napoli versus Real Madrid. 3-2 to Real Madrid.
Now, what did we say? A couple of weeks ago, I put Bellingham as number 2 in the world. Only... No, what I meant is to win the Player of the Year awards, I chose Haaland just because of what Haaland had done for Man City, and I put Bellingham 2nd. But on current form, he's the best player kicking ball in Europe. But I don't really know too much about world football. We might as well say the world as well.
He's got 10 and 10?
Yeah, he's got 10.
He's going to get onto that.
And he's got 5 assists as well.
He's just going on.
Disgusting.
Yeah, and back-to-back Champions League man in the matches for Real Madrid. Yeah. Goal and assist.
It's amazing.
Well, he's a star player right now, isn't he?
He is. And the fact that he's
20 years old
as well. That is just England are privileged to have a player of that kind of quality.
Well, we're privileged to have a player playing for our country of that quality. Do you know what I mean? Like
what I like is his humbleness as well. Because the commentator asked him after the game, like, "How are you so good?" Or basically about him filling in for Benzema and scoring all the goals. But he said, "No, he's just been learning off Modric, learning off this guy." He said, "When you're playing with those players, you can only get better." So. Yeah, man, he gives credit to his teammates. I'm sure that will get him even more love.
Guys, so that's the end of episode 9. We appreciate you guys at home that's watching the podcast. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Big up Maestro and big up Mark's World. You get what I'm saying? And big up myself, Elite UK Talent. You guys already know what to do. We're going to put our socials throughout the video, somewhere through the video. You just got to check. You'll see the socials. Make sure you follow us, which will be the Onside Offside podcast on Instagram. Do not forget to watch the videos, share them. And TikTok, all that good stuff. But stay tuned for episode 10. Peace and love. Thank you for watching. We out.